Let's do some Top That Trade now with Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Knuckman, the Chief Market Strategist at bullseyeoption.com. Good to have you both here. Round number one, healthy or sick? Some are oddly calling Germany the sick man of Europe. What are your thoughts, and what would be a healthy trade?
Well, I think it's a terrible thing to say about somebody. That's from 1988. I guess that's where it came from. But Germany's economy has gotten much more nimble. They were able to build an LNG terminal in just a matter of months here when the things happened with Russia. So they're much more flexible than they used to be. And if you look at the stock, the EWG ETF, it's trading around 2750, which is right in the middle of the action for 2023. And a breakout of this 25 to 30 range targets 35, and the all-time high is 36. So it doesn't look sick to me.
Necessity is the invention. What is that? The mother of invention, right? They had to build an LNG terminal, or otherwise their economy could be shut down this winter. And bad energy policy for years put them in the situation they are in, and they are sick. Though you can sometimes separate the German stocks away from the actual German economy.
Round number two, tip-top tips. The ultra-wealthy invest very well. What is their top trick?
Boring. It's that's it. I mean, that's, if you look at the way the wealthy invest, at least in what's publicly out there, it's mutual funds, it's bonds. I mean, look at now, they can get a 5% risk-free return because of where rates are, so why take a risk? They're just piling on the money. But the one thing they don't tell you that they do make a lot of money on that isn't so boring is private placements, right? Some of these big guys can invest in companies and you don't show that up on the balance sheet. But for the bulk of their fortune, they make money by allowing their money to work for them. And that's why they don't work.
That's the point. It is they already have the fortune. So they're just trying to grow the fortune and just keep it moving. They don't have to, they're not starting at zero. They're starting on third base, almost a home plate. And so it's a lot easier to maintain if you've got a large amount of wealth. So, we talked out here about passive investing, just trading ETFs and just following what the markets do. But one thing that I did think was interesting, in addition to just putting your money in safe saving accounts where you can make money with your money, is that they recommend moving jobs if you're not getting 10 to 15% raises per year, because you can find a job where you get 10%. And, that gets back to the Warren Buffett, internal returns, and 10% a year really adds up as far as your income goes. And then you'll have some wealth that you can invest like they do.
Round number three, NVIDIA bites the big apple. Talk about a competition there, but what's the better buy, Apple or NVIDIA?
I'm always going to say Apple. I'm not sharp enough to trade NVIDIA. NVIDIA is something that's on the move, and obviously it's gone from 100 to 500 since the 2022 lows. The PE is 208. Now, that doesn't mean the PE can't get a lot higher. The PE, it's just relative. There was a time that everybody thought the PE on Amazon was too high, or that and so forth, or Tesla. So, there's always money to be made. I'm just a fan of where Apple is right now after it ran from 125 to 200. It's right around this 170 level, and I look at that as a midpoint. And the PE there is a little tiny 30 in comparison.
In an economy, though, sometimes it's about wants or needs, right? And now what's happening with the artificial intelligence revolution is that NVIDIA's becoming more of a need for corporations, where Apple is more of a discretionary play.
Here's your back to school bonus round question for today. Are pencils a growing business?
Yes.
I know the answer is yes, but pencils aren't growing on trees.
You are both right. Number twos are still very popular. 3.7 billion pencils are sold each year.
What about the lost ones?
Probably in your hair somewhere. When you put them in your ear, or they got stuck in there. Look around. You might find them.
And that's what makes you guys number one, never number two. Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.